I think that this is the best one to use for a number of reasons. First of all, it's the most different one to all the other ones. Out of all of them, it's the one that stands out the most. Second of all, the colour, I think, represents the horror genre. For example, like zombies have yellow eyes, or possessed creatures, or whatever. It's quite. I think it represents a genre. Second of all, third of all, sorry, the letters. You can see that the letters are cut off, and they're sort of at the bottom. Now, you could say that they're cut off, but also you could say that, for example, it could look like landscape, like in The Walking Dead, grass, and that can sort of, you can say that there's intertextuality to the title. So yeah, that's why I think it's the best one to use, and it stands out. It looks really good.
Okay. Great, thanks.
Growth?
Well, I like the last one, the one that fades along, because the yellow one kind of reminds me of those comedy movies that try to copy the horror style. It reminds me kind of this, because the yellow, it really doesn't remind me of horror, to be honest. It just doesn't stay in my mind.
So you prefer that one,
Yeah, I
that
prefer
font?
that one the most.
What
Also-
color would you prefer for the font?
I think the white one is quite good. The red one would have been better, but since it like blends with the red background, I think the white one is very good.
Great. Okay.
So do you prefer this kind of transition, or do you prefer the second one, the way it came up?
I think this one is really good.
Yeah?
I do like
Okay.
the blend of, yeah, it's good.
Great, thanks.
Thanks. Rena?
I would also say the same thing as Adele. I think the last one was the better one. I think it was just more subtle, and I just like the transition, the way it just kind of all the letters formed, and it looked very mysterious.
Would you also use white?
Yeah, I think white's quite good.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to you.
I really liked the yellow font. I think there's an argument to be had that you could use the white one, and that might be more effective. I certainly think that the kind of like vapor
Transition,
effect, the fade effect is way better than the kind of the
Switch,
third one that
yeah.
you have.
Yeah.
But equally, I think the white one could be perceived as a little bit more cartoony, because it's quite like a lot of the letters are quite blocky.
Okay.
So,
So you think the font from the yellow one is the best?
yeah, and I
Okay.
like the transition from the yellow one as well. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Mr. Burrs, do you want to give us some feedback on our title sequence?
I'll have a look in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, man.